Hey everyone, Jason Nunn from Fisherman's Warehouse Marine, Sweet Street at Warners Bay, your Newcastle Honda marine dealer. And of course tomorrow, Good Friday and Easter. So we're virtually in the middle of the school holidays. Southwest winds at the present moment, a little bit cooler, so typical of this time of year and very typical of Easter/autumn. There's going to be a lot of mullet moving along the coast over the next few weeks, and these sou'westers are going to continue into tomorrow being Good Friday, but Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, this Easter period, nor'west winds. Sunday in particular looks like a very good day with a light nor'easter in the afternoon. So Saturday, Sunday, very, very good. I would advise against probably rock fishing today and tomorrow because this big swell, no one really knows. Well, it's definitely on the south coast, there's a lot more swell than what's happening up here around the Lake Macquarie, Newcastle area, but it will increase and intensify a bit into tomorrow. So no real offshore fishing tomorrow, I don't believe, and definitely no rock fishing at all, not advised. Saturday, Sunday looks very, very good, but showers in the Monday and another southerly middle of next week. And this was what really will typically happens through April. Continual changes, calms itself down and then whips into these cooler sou'westers, but a lot of coastal fish moving around. Last weekend out wide, there was a bit of action out there too, I might add. The odd yellowfin offshore at the present moment, certainly quite a few yellowfin coming down the coast from Port Macquarie down, and that current still moving through, but some blue marlin and some striped marlin off our part of the coast, and it doesn't look too bad. The current at the present out there coming in from the east, pushing up over the shelf, looks good. There wasn't a lot of current on the fad early. This week in particular, a lot of current. It's been absolutely ripping down that 100-metre line. There's quite a few dolphin fish on the Swansea fad. Some really nice ones got caught early in the week, and that no doubt will continue over this Easter period. So some really nice fish, you know, those 85 plus centimetres, and I'm assuming there would be some better ones there around some of the trap lines, but some good fishing, but a lot of current. And it's sort of unpredictable, these currents. One day you'll go out there and there'll be no current, the next day it'll be sort of ripping through. But because it's coming down the coast and because it is so warm, and it's again a bit over 25 degrees, there's every opportunity that you're going to see cobia now spilling along our part of the coastline. That inshore fishery, snapper, there's a lot of small snapper, we'll call them squire, but there's fish up to around about that 1.5 kilo, 2 kilo, prevalent along the coastal strip at the moment. Trag, good flatties, few tailor, and definitely a few brim and tarwine. But the better trag, definitely down south. And there's the odd kings still moving through. But I think that current out there at wider may affect bottom fishing, so I think it's more the pelagic activity. And no doubt there will be striped marlin in that particular area. The beaches themselves, a few tailor, a lot more salmon, but again, those mullet moving through. So that means there's a lot of mulloway off the coast. So a good opportunity this Easter period, particularly Saturday, Sunday, to go down there and fish late in the afternoon and tackle some of these mulloway because there will be a lot coastally. Your tides for tomorrow being Good Friday, 11:45 high tide, not a big tide, just a bit over 1.3 metres, and 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, low tides. So some really good tides, and the moon's starting to wane back now. We're starting to go into that last half, going into the last 3/4 of the moon. But things looking good. Estuary-wise, a lot of really, really good reports. There's some big tailor mixed in with salmon down on the western side of Pulborough Island, and had some really good reports this week of some very nice fish in and around Green Point Valentine. Some better tailor and better salmon in amongst those. So a lot of movement now within the estuary. A lot more brim in the system and still quite a few flathead and mulloway as well. One of the things that I missed to report on, offshore at the present moment, got some good reports from down around Waibung. A lot of mac tuna mixed in with bonito down there around Waibung at the moment, and there hasn't been a lot of bonito around, but 0.5 kilo bonito to 3 kilo bonito. So there's some big fish which you will get offshore, floating pilchers, that is for sure and certain. I think these mullet moving in and around the bay, Salts Bay, in and around the islands there, there's going to be a bit of activity. There's quite a few kingies now also at the bridge, and they're going to be ambushing a lot of these mullet as they come out. Some good opportunities for flathead, and there's still the odd wilding in the estuary, but I think even putting some crab pots out this weekend not too bad. Remember, it's Easter, guys. It's going to be a bit congested early, but I think Saturday and Sunday in particular are absolutely perfect. Now, on a good note, obviously, we do a little wildlife rescue. Last night I had a success with a pelican that I've been trying to catch for about 5 months, I must say. My wife and myself got down there, fed him a few mullet and captured the guy. Now, he had braid, heavy fishing line, 2 3-way swivels wedged into his leg, and I first seen that well before Christmas. Persistence paid off, and we were able to capture him last night and get him clean and released. Now, at the moment, just to give you a heads up, guys, if you're on the water, and there's a lot of people and a lot of our viewers are going to be on the water this weekend, I'm trying to catch a black and white cormorant that's in Swansea Channel. He's got a lure attached to his left wing. If you see him, can you please contact Hunter Wildlife Rescue so we can get out on the water? Remember, guys, we're fishermen at heart. The seabirds are what we need to look after. So if you see any of these injured seabirds, please contact Hunter Wildlife Rescue so we can get out there and save some of these valuable seabirds. All in all, guys, look, I hope Easter's fantastic. If you're travelling away, please take care on the roads, and we will talk next Thursday, because remember, next week, another long weekend, Anzac Day next Friday. Good luck this weekend. See you then.